up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 13 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Next week on Coronation Street, the race is on to find Lauren Bolton, but who'll get to her first? Elsewhere, news of Mason's release leaves several residents worried, and Betsy continues to push her luck by repeatedly resorting to blackmail. Here's our guide to 13 big moments coming up. A nurse at the hospital confirms that Roy did receive a mysterious visit from a girl with blonde hair, which seems to back up his story about seeing Lauren. Dee Dee keeps Bethany and Joel updated on the news, explaining that the police will examine CCTV to find out whether it really was her. Roy is over the moon at the thought that Lauren is still alive, but Nina is less pleased as she argues that Lauren should have returned to clear his name months ago. Bethany does her own detective work, figuring out that the coat Lauren has been wearing matches the one worn by the girl who was using her stolen work credit card. It seems that Lauren was responsible for swiping the card shortly before she disappeared. As Bethany has a list of transactions, there are plenty of clues to follow to potentially track Lauren down again. Joel tries to look forward to his upcoming wedding, despite his fears that Lauren could expose his terrible secrets. He informs Dee Dee that he has booked their big day for September 27, so the countdown to the ceremony is officially on. However, Joel immediately gets distracted when he gets another blackmail text from Betsy, who wants more money. Dee Dee and Bethany use Lauren's credit card transactions to track down her whereabouts, and they try looking in Warrington. A homeless woman approaches them and reveals that Lauren is squatting in a nearby pub. When Dee Dee texts Joel to let him know how it's going, she's unaware that she's giving Lauren's attacker a head start to potentially find her first. Roy is discharged from hospital following his heart attack, although he's nervous about leaving his safe haven. Back home at the flat, Nina remains concerned for Roy and suggests that he should go and stay with Kathy in Scarborough for a few days. Lauren bravely visits the cafe and makes an emotional apology to Roy for all the trauma he suffered while she was missing. Bobby takes pity on Lauren at the Rovers and invites her to stay with him and Carla that night. This goes down badly with Carla, who can't forgive Lauren for letting Roy get wrongly accused for so long. Dylan looks forward to earning some extra cash when Stu agrees to give him a trial shift at Speed Doll. Maria breaks up the celebration by revealing that Mason has been released from the Young Offenders Center, which worries Dylan and Scene. Carla has a chance encounter with a group of thugs who recently confronted Roy. She decides to give the gang a piece of her mind. Things escalate when Carla opens her car door and knocks one of the lads from his bike, which sends him flying. Betsy witnesses the incident and warns Carla that she'll only keep quiet in return for a longer-term job at the factory. Betsy catches Beth up to no good at the factory behind Carla's back. When the team realizes that Beth is secretly sewing counterfeit labels onto knockoff t-shirts, she demands to be cut in on the scam in return for her silence. Following recent tensions between the two police colleagues, Kit approaches Kirk for some insider information on Craig. Kirk heaps praise on Craig for being such an honest person, leaving Kit worried that he could ultimately be exposed for interfering in Gemma's recent robbery case. Lean is keen to start recruiting new members of the Institute after being promoted by the Sinister cult. She focuses her efforts on Amy, repeatedly putting pressure on her to join. Will Amy be tempted? Rowan encourages Leanne to invest £40,000 in the Institute now that she's such a committed member. The villain also uses his knowledge of Nick and Toya's betrayal to his advantage, threatening to expose the truth if Nick doesn't invest in the Institute's new resource center. Toya continues to secretly investigate Rowan's past and steals his driving license from his coat pocket. Will this help to turn the tables on him? Chesney and Gemma worry about what the future holds for them, as they're due to be evicted. Bernie lets Gemma know that the kids are welcome to stay with her while Chesney and Gemma look for a suitable place. Will Gemma accept the olive branch after the recent row between them?